Good morning, friends. Now we are discussing pacemakers in module number 3, Human Organ System of the subject Biology for Engineers. What are pacemakers? Briefly explain the various kinds of pacemakers. Pacemaker is a small device treating some sort of arrhythmias. So during this arrhythmia, the heart can beat very fast or very slow or with a irregular rhythm. So arrhythmias is a disease uh, so where the heart will beat too fast or too slow or with irregular rhythm. So pacemaker is an artificial device used to treat this disease. So it is a small battery operated device. It is implanted under the skin in the chest, managing the abnormal heart rhythms, that is arrhythmias, so that it is sending low energy electrical pulses to the heart and prompting it to beat at the normal rate. We have different sort of pacemakers. Single chamber pacemaker, the name itself says it has only one lead or wire that is connecting the pulse generator, that is generating the pulse to one chamber in the heart. It is either targeting the right atrium or the right ventricle. So this is the battery operated device. So the pacemaker. So that is generating the pulse. So we have atrium on the top and the ventricle in the bottom. So on the right side of the heart, so we have right atrium on the top and right ventricle on the bottom. So single chamber pacemaker is targeting either the top part or the bottom part on the right side. That is the right atrium or the right ventricle. Now dual chamber pacemaker with the two leads or the two wires. This device is connecting to both the chambers on the right side of our heart, both the right atrium, so that is on the top, as well as the right ventricle at the bottom. So that is the right side of the heart. We have right atrium and right ventricle. So the doctor is programming this dual chamber pacemaker so that it is regulating the contractions of both the chambers, that is right atrium and right ventricle. So in the sketch, we can clearly differentiate the single chamber pacemaker and the dual chamber pacemaker. In the single chamber pacemaker, so only either on the right side we have right atrium or right ventricle. Any one of the two chambers is getting the pulses, but in a dual chamber pacemaker, so both side of the right, that is right atrium and right ventricle, so both are getting the pulses. Then biventricular pacemaker. So this pacemaker is also known as cardiac resynchronization therapy, CRT device, having the three leads or the three wires connected to the right atrium. So that is on the top of the right side of the heart, and both the ventricles, that is both left and right ventricles. We use the biventricular pacemaker. The name biventricular, that means along with the right atrium, so both left ventricle and right ventricle. That's why the name biventricular pacemakers. They are getting the pulses. We use this biventricular pacemaker to treat the people with arrhythmias caused by the advanced heart failure. So then we have leadless pacemakers. Lead means wire. Wireless pacemakers. So they are the latest type of pacemakers. These devices are much smaller than the traditional pacemakers because they are not having any wires, so they can be inserted under the skin without requiring any leads or wires. So we have on the right side, right atrium on the top and the right ventricle on the bottom. On the left side of the heart, on the top, I have left side atrium on the top and the left side ventricle at the bottom. So the summary of this different types of pacemakers. Single chamber uses one lead or the wire to pace the right atrium or the right ventricle. Dual chamber, it uses two leads or the two wires, one in the right atrium and one in the right ventricle, so that it coordinates the timing on the right side of the heart. Biventricular CRT, it uses three leads or the three wires to treat the heart failure by pacing both the lower chambers, that is both the ventricles. Then leadless pacemakers, small devices without any leads or wires. Thank you, friend.